Communication and record keeping. The first thing is that you need to know the different types of communication. They are verbal, written, telephone and ICT, possibly fax, but that's very old and you may not even know what that is. It's important to keep accurate records so that staff can see bookings and they don't have to involve other staff members that have taken the booking. If everything's there, then they can manage it all themselves. Communication between departments is super important. If, for example, the front of house isn't communicating well with the back of house, then the chefs aren't going to know when people are coming in, they're not going to know if there's any big parties, they're not going to know what special diets are required. It's very, very important to keep the customer satisfied, to communicate between departments and not just within your own department. Staff have to communicate effectively with each other. That ensures the smooth running of the business, it ensures that everything's as efficient as it can be and that the customers are happy. Good communication is also very important between staff and customers. Customers need to feel like they can approach staff if they've got any issues or concerns, and they need to feel like their needs are being met. Staff need to be friendly, polite, they need to smile, they need to be smart, they need to be clean, and they need to remain professional at all times. Often the first point of contact a customer has with the industry is over the telephone. Staff need to make sure that they are trained on the telephone system. They need to be able to put calls on hold, they need to be able to transfer calls, they need to be able to pass them through to the right department, they need to organise conference calls, they need to have a very good verbal manner because first impressions are very important. Good verbal communication comes down to a few things, and you need to have a few qualities. You need to speak clearly, you need to be courteous, you need to be able to establish the customer's need quickly, you need to pay attention and listen, you need to be able to transfer things to different departments and the appropriate departments, you need to pass messages on promptly, and you need to remain professional. IT skills is something we've talked a lot about in lesson. IT is massive in the catering industry now, and it's used all over. It's used in the restaurant, it's used in the kitchens. You need to know the many uses of IT within the industry, things like the EPOS, the electronic point of sale, card machines, orders, stock taking bookings online. You need to be able to advertise, be part of social media. Nowadays, if a business isn't online or it's not visible on social media, they are losing out on customers. So you need to be able to write about that and explain the benefits of using IT. All types of communication, whether it be verbal, written, IT, they all play a part in the success of the business. To have good communication means that customers are going to be satisfied, you're going to get a good reputation, and you're going to have customers returning to you, which in turn means that you're going to make a profit and be successful.